So so I don't know what number we're on podcast wise, but this is one of those podcasts. It's a podcast to talk about LWB, um, facts versus the fiction, and like I told you, I want to try to get things. I want you guys to understand, you know, the truth and what's like I told you, facts versus the fiction. So let's talk about. Well, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff right now because I told you, like every single time like try to do a podcast, I get like 4 more hours to come out. Because there's so much crime and there's so much. I mean, just extortion. Just insane, horrible. I mean, I don't even know insurance frauds or so much extortion. I don't even know how to say it all. There's so much crime. But again, let's go back to what we were just talking about. And I told you about how much like I told you, like two families that think they can run the place, or they're running it into the dumpster. But so let's go back to that one. Let's talk about the CCC. That's the chairman of these criminals. Then you got the CC's, Uncle Donnie's, and Uncle. Let's see. Yeah, Uncle Dickie's and your Uncle Eddie's, Uncle Ricky's, and you know what I mean. Then you got your 3C90s, you know. Well, let's go back to the 3C90 thing, and then you got the uncle. Like I told you, this is almost as bad as Wayne County out here. You know what I mean, with this stuff going on. So yeah, let's go back to that one about. I think I've told you, but I don't know if I told you. But we're gonna talk about this one just a little. We're gonna go on that one just for a couple. So let's go back to the one where we talked about, like I told you, where and he still does it. But Uncle Dickie was and is still stealing from the Explorers Post. He does on a weekly basis, literally a weekly basis. Can't do anything about him because it's that's Commissioner's brothers. But all right, can't do anything about it. Yeah, don't say anything when we go to this thing. Whatever you do, don't say anything about him stealing. Don't. And you know what? Let's talk about that. You know what? 3C90 are the nephews of the Uncle Donnie, or Uncle Ricky's and Uncle Dickie's and Uncle Ricky's and Tiki Tavi's. They've done zero, a big zero. That's what they do. That's what the crime is. And that's something they've always done. Oh, you're not doing anything for me right now. Good night. I was a 207A case. 3C90 knew this. Zero now. They all know. They know, but they don't want to do the right thing. So again, we're going to talk about that one a little more on, like, when you say, or come on, why are you not engaging and doing anything and saying, can't do that. Wait, so I can sit there and say your uncle, I don't know, one of the uncles is still is stealing from the Explorer Post weekly basis, and I asked for help, and all I've gotten is from your CCCs and your EDs and the CC, hear that? That's what they've done. Zero. Chirping, crickets chirping, zero howl. But again, like I told you before, we were talking on different things. How much times I had out, and got zero. But again, he's 207. Zero. You know what I mean? Utter zero. They don't. They're okay. Oh, that's right. They're not taxpayers. Yeah. That one at the 3C90. He's not a taxpayer. There's not one of them guys. Any of those 3C anybody's there that live in that district. They don't do it. They don't. They're smart. They're smart. Well, I think they're smart. Well, that's about the only thing they're smart. They don't live in that district because they know what's going to be happening to their family. So why would you want to live in that district when you know there's going to be a problem, fatal thing is happening, people dying, people getting paralyzed? Again, I was a 207A case, got flushed, and and they know it. That's the sad thing. You know, you got your, like I told you, these just all they do is, and that's what I told my wife. That's what they do. Criminals helping criminals. They like to say neighbors helping neighbors, but where do they live? Chile? I mean, the city, Pittsburgh. Hey, it's not neighbors helping neighbors. It's criminals helping criminals, or Uncle Donnie helping nephews, or Uncle Ricky helping nephews, or Uncle Dickie stealing $5 a week from the Explorer Post and or taking their cans. You know what I mean? I can, like I told you, I can go on for hours because of nonstop coming up with more. You know, let's go back to that. Let's go back to the Uncle Donnie, Uncle Ricky thing with the 3C90. They know what they do to these pay these doctors off. Here, yep, he didn't get hurt on the job. Huh? And my labor lawyer knew that was gonna happen. He even told me. He said, "Get ready." He knew this fraudulent lawyer that you can get, or not. Well, not really fraud. I'd say that was probably somebody pretty decent. But when you get a doctor that just comes up and did not one time ask me anything about getting hurt on the job, and next thing you know, oh, yeah, he didn't get hurt on the job. Yep. And I was there in a physical, getting ED screaming at the guy too, say he didn't, he's not coming back. Screaming, you know. So yeah, this is awesome. I love life. I mean, you know, this is you don't even get how I have, you know, multiple brain injuries on the job, and you know, big old turd flushed like down in a septic. That's what I feel like, just zero, because you know, just zero income, zero everything coming in now because I have no idea why they do it. There's just crime, man. Crime and criminals helping criminals helping 3C90s, and you got the criminals helping the Uncle Rickies and Uncle, I don't even know, man. Just like I told you, there's so much just extortion and crime, and you know what I mean. Like I told you, I got so many tapes and so many screenshots of different things that they've done or lack of done. Like I told you with them, you know, the union slurping on the free shrimp while they did zero with the president, treasurer, zeros. I got them on tape. That's it. That's all it did. You know. So like I told you, hours. I got hours of this coming off on no 207A case for me. No 207A case for Jafar. Same thing. He got hurt on the job. It's at Station 3. Nope, didn't get hurt on the job. And we're gonna get into all that other stuff too. You know, like I told you, this is probably not the only 207A case, because they like try to flush people fast with that. You know, or fired. Well, they mean, or the Jafar fired both of us. So.